Hello students, how are you? I hope you are doing well during the lockdown period and you are using your time preciously. As you know that this lockdown period is a very golden period for you. You can do a lots of thing, variety of thing during this time. So in the perspective of this, I am here to give you some important tips and tricks about writing skills. So without wasting your time, let's welcome to all my dear students, all the participants, all the viewers. Welcome to my channel. Keep watching my channel from starting till the end, and you can please like and subscribe, give your comments, share this video to the other of your friends. This is Virendra, PGTIT. I am coming to the next slide. So you already know that basically this video belongs to class 11th student, and class 11th student will study here communication skill, and this is part A, employability skill, and the unit number 1, that is communication skill. So these are the topics which we are going to cover. These are the main topics, main session names which we are going to cover in coming videos. Right now this is session number 7, that is writing skill part of speech. It means that we are going to have some kind of knowledge, some kind of tips and tricks regarding writing skills part of speech. So without wasting your time, I am just coming to the next slide. So this is your next slide. In this we are going to start. These are the topics. The topics are: first you have a introduction, next you have using capitals, then after punctuations, then after basic part of speech, and last supported part of speech types. So these are the few topics which you are going to study here. So coming to the next slide. So this is your session number 7, writing skill part of speech. Okay, just think about it. When we are talking, when you are writing in English, then at that time we use various kinds of sentence to express ourselves. Is it right or not? I hope definitely you are saying yes, it is right. So you know that sentences are very important, because if you don't write it clearly, then the meaning of same cannot be understood by any of one. Yes, it's true. When you are writing anything, and suppose you are just changing the order of the sentences, then the meaning comes a very different. So make sure that when you are writing sentence in English or Hindi or any of the language, then it should be written very clearly, and then you are able to understand each and everything. So right now two questions arises here. Number 1, what are sentences, and number 2, what are phrases? These are the two questions. Let me come to the first question. The answer of this question is: a sentence is nothing but it's a group of words, and that group of words is used to communicate to complete thought. What is mean that? The meaning of that: a group is nothing but it's a combination of many words, and that words are used to communicate a complete thought. मतलब क्या हुआ कि आप अपने किसी भी व्यक्ति से बात कर रहे हो, आप चाहे वो वर्बल में हो, रिटन में हो, यहाँ पर हम रिटन की बात कर रहे हैं, तो रिटन में जो ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स हैं, जो शब्दों का समूह है, उन्हीं शब्दों के समूह की मदद से हम अपने विचारों को व्यक्त करते हैं, हम अपने विचारों से दूसरों के साथ कम्युनिकेट करते हैं, बातचीत करते हैं। एग्जाम्पल देखिए, जैसे राजेश वॉन्ट्स अ पेंसिल। राजेश अलग वर्ड है, वॉन्ट्स अलग है, ए पेंसिल, ये 4 वर्ड हैं जो अलग अलग हैं। इन चारों को सही ऑर्डर में रखा गया, तब आपका एक सेंटेंस बन गया। लेट्स कम टू द फ्रेजेस। A group of words which does not make a complete sense. Yes, a group of words that which does not make a complete sense is called phrases. जैसे राजेश wants, राजेश चाहता है, क्या चाहता है नहीं पता। Okay, so this is the definition for sentences as well as phrases. Now coming to the next slide. Now it's a very important topic we are going to study here, that is using capitals. Means whenever you are writing anything, so some letters are capital, some letters are small, you know that, and every student is already know that the first letter of any of the sentence, any of the word, that is it should be in capital letter. But many more things are there. In this video we are going to understand about the same. Okay, so as you all know that sentences always begins with a capital A. Everybody know that, and that sentence must be in full stop. Maybe that sentence it's a question, that it should be ended with question mark. If you give some kind of happiness, some kind of sadness, then maybe you are going to use exclamation mark. But one question arises here: what are the other points in a sentence we should use capital letters? Yes, ऐसे कौन कौन से other points है जहाँ पर हम capital letters का इस्तेमाल करते हैं? So the answer is means. M-I-N-T-S. Yes, means. Means आपको ये बताएगा कि क्या क्या वो रूल्स हैं, क्या क्या वो आपके चीज़ें हैं जिनकी हेल्प से आप कैपिटल लेटर्स इस्तेमाल कर सकते हो या लिख सकते हो आप। तो देखते हैं मीन्स क्या है। इट्स अ सिंपल सेट ऑफ सिंपल रूल्स दैट हेल्प्स यू टू कैपिटलाइज द वर्ड करेक्टली। कुछ रूल्स हैं जिस रूल को हम अभी जानेंगे कुछ देर में, और इन रूल्स की मदद से हम सही जगह पर कैपिटलाइज वर्ड्स को कैपिटल में करेंगे। Each letter in the word means refers to one capitalization rule. यानी कि आप जो M समझ रहे हो, I समझ रहे हो, N, T, S, ये एक एक लेटर, ये आपका एक क्या है, ये एक फुल फॉर्म है, और यहाँ पर हर फुल फॉर्म एक रूल है। ओके, so now without wasting your time, let's come to the next slide. This is your next slide. Yes. Now I am going to give you the full form of means. So M for month, I for it's a simple letter, means we are going to initiate with I, so it's no full form is there. N for names, T for titles, S for starting letter of sentences. Okay, so these are the 5 letters and these are the full form. Now coming to the rules now. First we talk about M. M for month. Okay, so capitalize the first letter in all the names of the month. Means that whenever you are writing any of the month, any month, June, July, August, September, whatever things, at that time you have to write capital letter. Means the beginning of that word should be in capital letter. Rest letter can be in small. Likewise, if you talk about March, then we have to write M should be in capital, A, R, C, H should be in small. Coming to the I. I for means whenever we are writing any word starting with I, then that I must be in capital letter. For example, every day I play tennis with him. It means that whenever you are writing I means man. Okay, so for that I should be written in capital letter. Okay, now coming to the next rule, that is names. Capitalize the first letter in the names of people, place and days. What does it meaning? Meaning is whenever you're writing the name of any people, name of place, name of days, the word that we're going to use, that should have a capital letter. Like this Tuesday Vidya will be in Rajasthan. So Tuesday is the date, so T is in capital. Vidya is the name, that should mean V is the capital. Rajasthan is the name of a state, that is R is the capital. Now coming to the next rule, that is T. T for titles. It means that capitalize the first letter in the titles used before people's name. Yes, like you are writing Mr. So MR, and then you are putting a dot here. So M should be in capital, R should be in small. If you are writing a doctor, it means that D should be in capital, R should be in small. Okay, so Dr. Shah and Mr. Patel work together. So DR and MR will be in capital letter. And the last rule is starting letter of the sentences. Capitalize the first letter in every sentence. Yes, that's you. This is the particular rule that you know every person. Okay, so let me take one example here. The cat ran out of the house. This is one small example here. Okay, I hope each and every point is very much clear to you, and if you have any kind of doubt, definitely you can get in touch with me. Okay, so now I am coming to the next slide. Yes, that's a very good topic here. Please watch this video.
In this video, we are going to learn about capitalization. Can you say that? Capitalization! Wow, what a long word! Capitalization! Capitalization is simple. It's using capital letters. Here is a capital A. Most of the letters we use when we write are lowercase letters though, like this lowercase a. But there are special times when we use the capital A. Every letter has two ways it is written, as a capital letter and as a lowercase letter. Let's look at the letter B. Here is the capital letter B, and here is the lowercase letter b. The lowercase letter b is used way more, but there are special times when we need to use the capital B. Alright, so when do you use capital letters? You learn when to use capital letters by following the capitalization rules. Capitalization means using capital letters. We are going to look at some of the most important capitalization rules so you can know when to capitalize letters and when to leave letters lowercase. Alright, so the first capitalization rule is this. Always capitalize the first letter in a sentence. Look at this example. The tricycle was red. Notice how the T is capitalized. That's because it's the first letter in the sentence. Always capitalize the first letter in a sentence. How about this one? They all got very wet. They all got very wet. Notice the T for they is capitalized. That's because it's at the beginning of the sentence. Always capitalize the first letter in a sentence. How about this sentence? Skiing is so much fun. The S in skiing is capitalized, isn't it? It's capitalized because it's at the beginning of the sentence. Always capitalize the first letter in a sentence. So So the first capitalization rule is to always capitalize the first letter in a sentence. Here is the second rule. Always capitalize names and proper nouns. Take a look at this sentence. We visited Paris last year. We visited Paris last year. The W for we is capitalized because it's the beginning of the sentence. Remember, we always capitalize the first letter in a sentence. And the P for Paris is capitalized because we always capitalize names and proper nouns. Take a look at this sentence. We think Muffy is sad. We think Muffy is sad. The W for we is capitalized because it's at the beginning of the sentence, and the M is capitalized because Muffy is the name of this dog. It's a name, and we always capitalize names and proper nouns. Here is something interesting. When used as a name, the words mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa are capitalized, even though they are not proper nouns. Look at these examples. I love going to the park with mom. The word mom is being used as a name, so it's capitalized. Or this one, when can I go fishing with grandpa? Grandpa is being used as a name, so it is capitalized. You might have also noticed that I in that sentence is capitalized too. That's because when the letter I is all by itself in a sentence, it's always capitalized. It's not one of the rules, it's just the way things are. It's a good thing to remember. I is always capitalized when it's all by itself. The capitalization rules. Always capitalize the first letter in a sentence, always capitalize names and proper nouns, and always capitalize days, months, and holidays. That's the third rule. Always capitalize days, months, and holidays. Let's look at this sentence. He went to the library on Tuesday. He went to the library on Tuesday. The H with the word he is capitalized because it's at the beginning of the sentence, and the T for Tuesday is capitalized as well because we always capitalize days, months, and holidays. Wow, look at this one. I love when it snows in January. I love when it snows in January. The I is capitalized, it's at the beginning of the sentence, and when an I is by itself, it's always capitalized anyway. And the J for January is capitalized because we always capitalize days, months, and holidays. Okay, let's look at this one. We keep a tree in our house for Christmas. We keep a tree in our house for Christmas. The W with the word we is capitalized because it's at the beginning of the sentence, and the C in Christmas is capitalized because we always capitalize days, months, and holidays. You have done a great job learning the capitalization rules so far. Always capitalize the first letter in a sentence, always capitalize names and proper nouns, always capitalize days, months, and holidays, and number 4, always capitalize titles like Dr., Mr., Mrs., and Miss. This last sentence we're looking at today has all of the rules plus the bonus rule about the letter I. Now, here it is. Last Friday, I went to Dr. Jones for a checkup. Last Friday, I went to Dr. Jones for a checkup. The L is capitalized because it's the first letter of the sentence. The F is capitalized because Friday is a day, and we always capitalize days, months, and holidays. The letter I is capitalized because it's all by itself. And whenever there's an I in a sentence all by itself, we always capitalize it. The D for doctor is capitalized because we always capitalize titles like Doctor, Mrs., Mr., and Miss. And also the J is capitalized because Jones is his name, and we always capitalize names and proper nouns. Wow, here they are one last time. Capitalization rules. Always capitalize the first letter in a sentence. Always capitalize names and proper nouns. Always capitalize days, months, and holidays. And always capitalize titles like Dr., Mr., Mrs., and Miss. And we also had the bonus rule, of always capitalizing I, because you can't ever have an I in a sentence without capitalizing it when it's all by itself. Capitalization. You gotta follow the rules to know when you can use capital letters. We hope you had a great time, and we hope you share these rules with others so they can know when they can use capital letters. In the meantime, I need to figure out who Andy's playing volleyball with. I mean, he's just hitting it towards the ocean. Is there a dolphin? A sea turtle? Okay. Who are you playing? Are you playing the ocean?
Okay, students. So I hope you have entertained, you have enjoyed a lot the previous video, and definitely you are able to understand each and everything. So this is Virendra, and this is the end of the video. This is part 1. Will surely meet in next video, okay, with new things, with new ideas, and we'll continue the same writing skill in next video also. So please don't forget to like and subscribe and comment in my YouTube channel. Also please share your valuable feedback to your ideas. So thanks again, thanks for watching me. Bye bye.